Well, 5 years after the Supreme Court decriminalised Section 377, how inclusive is corporate India towards LGBTQIA plus community? Maitri Seth files this report.
Many years ago, I remember this one time when I was, when someone just chided, joked, saying that, let's call Harish to the room because we also need some gay creativity. From that day to me joining Axis Bank. So when you get these opportunities in life and experiences in life, and that led us to creating a whole charter of policies and practices, not just for employees, but also customers.
Like Axis Bank, there are several other Indian corporates that are chalking out plans to be more inclusive towards the LGBTQIA+ community. And why not? According to a report by Ipsos, nearly 30% Indians associate themselves with this community. Actually, companies are planning for better grievance systems tailor-made to suit this community.
Organization has worked towards creating safe space where people from such community can come up and disclose themselves. And also as a policy matter, organizations have opened up their arms in hiring them. There's no restriction as such basis this. Like last year we had a pride parade. This year too we are going to organize a pride parade where not only them but all of us participate as a sense of togetherness and a power of we.
Pride marches apart, firms like Axis Bank provide leave in tranches to employees undergoing transformation surgeries. Many also have common washrooms for all genders.
What Quest has done is, we've created a champion and this lady works directly in diversity and inclusivity. This champion lady, what her job is, that she has to work with each segment of client and understand where can we bring people with diversities. The young workforce which comes to work today, which is in the 20s to 30s and all, we feel it's pretty much okay for them, and you don't have to. Above 30, you still need to convince a bit. Like at Quest Corp, we've got something called Speak Up. It's a email ID which hits directly the senior leadership's mailbox and the CHRO and the chief people officer for sure. And whatever you feel uncomfortable about, you can just send an email on Speak Up, and then there is a team which is assigned to you immediately, and that investigates and thoroughly checks all the matters.
If there is a behavior which is violating and hurting the dignity of any person in the company, and it can be at a very senior level, at a junior level and things like that, so that there is a process where you can disclose that and you can raise it. We call it raising and concern, and there's a team which is led by the chief ethics officer of the company. Every Tata company has a chief ethics officer. He has the complete freedom to ensure the investigation is done. When you have such a big very fair, transparent process exists, that itself creates an environment where people don't unnecessarily want to do a violation.
The data also reflects the efforts that Indian corporates have made over the last 5 years. According to Deloitte's report on LGBT+ inclusion at work, 60% of the Indian workforce feel that their employees are inclusive towards the third gender community, which is almost double the global score of 35%. But there is a flip side to this as well. Still, 74% of the Indian workforce is looking for a more inclusive organization because they feel that their employers are not inclusive enough. Not just this, sexual harassment at workplace is a key concern for the community.
Inclusion is a journey. So from following the herd to being heard is the journey that each corporate needs to take. Just do one Control F, change he and she to they. That's all that needs to do. Change nomenclature in policies many a times. Educate, include sex, sexuality and gender education as a part of your induction. Don't assume that heterosexuality and cisgenderism is the norm. Okay, what is the norm? might not be the only normal. I think people, the time for coming out is over. Every organization needs to build itself in such a way that people come in the organization. Very soon, we will choose only organizations which are inclusive. Abnormal, abnormal hai.